Setting up to be a finish for the ages here. All tied in the final minutes of the Super Bowl as the kick is away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Stroud. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner.
And they will take over at the 29-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
To the 27-yard line.
The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game.
Second down, 8 yards to go. Running left, here's Mitchell. And Mitchell going to have a 49ers first down as a tackle made at the 18.
At this stage, you've got to hustle, got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to...
And he's in for the touchdown! And in the final seconds, forget overtime, they've just likely won this thing in regulation.
And that score, in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears, they get it done. How about that score?
Finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
Now Moody for the PAT.
And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. This is 1st and 10. Here's Stroud.
He's going to let it fly. And this will be caught at the 30. And he's into the end zone. Unbelievable. A defensive collapse on the final play. And Charles, they can tie it with a PAT.
I cannot believe that.
And what a throw that was, Charles. You think about the situation, close game, 4th quarter, rookie quarterback. He doesn't seem phased one bit.
So much for bright lights, big city, and will he wilt? Not at all. The stage not too big, the moment not too big at all. They needed points on that series, and not only did he produce a touchdown drive, but how about finishing it off with a big play that only adds to the momentum that they've already established.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And that is going to tie up this ball game.
So the Texans will have the first opportunity here in the overtime session as we are back underway.
Here comes Cobb. Here comes Cobb. And bulldozing his way through.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here.
Well, CD certainly doesn't get any more exciting than this. Overtime in the postseason. Of course, keep in mind things are different than the old way it was. In the playoffs now, both teams guaranteed a possession, so a touchdown here, if they get one, the ball game will not be over.
And partners, we both know many people called for this change before, and they finally got it. After the Buffalo-Kansas City Classic in the 2022 playoffs, Patrick Mahomes and KC, they score first. Game over. Josh Allen and Bills never touched the football. People hated that. Now the game reaches OT. Every playoff team has a chance to fight to extend their season. So the plan has got to be, if you win the toss and you take the ball, reach the end zone and score, and put as much pressure on your opponent as possible to try and win a game in OT in the playoffs.
Boy, left that first defender grasping at air as he winds up getting a full 8 yards on that play.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
56 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of a play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone. All right, you don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to them.
And now this first drive in OT continues. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. They've had some success here in overtime in this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there available to them.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, the defense coming through there, CD, with a big-time play, and they're getting close here to getting off the field and giving their offense a chance to win this ball game.
And partner, no one's cheering louder after that play than their offensive teammates because they understand how different things would be if instead of going out and needing a touchdown to tie things up, they could run out there with a chance to win the game right there.
Eluding the pressure right. Shoves him aside. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
He didn't like what he saw downfield, decided his best course of action was to take off and run. And that ended up being a gamble that did not pay off for him. Now they would have to gamble again if they want to keep this series going.
A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down.
First throw of overtime, Stroud.
And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the 49ers are going to get the football back.
4th down, and they take to the air, which really isn't a major surprise, but how about the coverage? They're able to bat it down.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10.
Just shy of the 30. Now a first throw here in overtime. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. Christian McCaffrey, and he's into the end zone. Move over, James White. You've got a new rival for best finish to a Super Bowl ever. Well, you never know what you're going to expect when you come to the stadium to call a game. Sometimes you get good ones. Sometimes you get bad ones. Sometimes you get great ones. And that's what we had here. What an exciting finish on that last big play.
And I think that as we look at it, when you're talking about a great finish, which went along with a game that obviously was dramatic because we did get into overtime, what type of play calls do you have left? What have you not shown, or what have you made an adjustment to what you've worked on all the way through? It's going to give you the play we saw to win the game. Because I know everyone's thinking that that was something they just drew up. It might have been something they've been working on, and now they got the right matchup.
Well, the change in rules from the regular season to the playoffs at least gave both teams, Charles, an opportunity, but it turns out the team who scored first got the victory.
They certainly did, partner, but it wasn't as simple as getting a quick touchdown and calling it a day, because they need a standout performance from both sides of the ball to earn this win in overtime, and they got it.